gentlemen. Welcome to episode 27 of Chucklesluts. We are officially in the 27 club. Someone here is going to die today. I'm not going to say who. Kyle!
No!
Don't hold a white lighter at all.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yes.
You got 1 year.
Welcome to episode 27. My name is Samuel Locke.
I'm trying to be the very best, and I'm Shannon Brunetti.
That no one ever
Or
was.
was.
My name is Zach. I do stuff. I'm Zach Clapper.
And I am Freckled Hobo.
You sure are. And welcome back to Chucklesluts. And today we're going to go ahead and start off with our inaugural flagship thingy called the World Doe.
This is the World Doe.
Dude, that thing's such a fucking banger, though.
It just sounds like the announcer from Spongebob, and I'm just thinking
It really
of Mermaid
does.
Man and Barnacle Boy driving in the invisible boatmobile.
My leg?
Little barnacle bitch.
Anyway, we're all hanging out. We're all hanging out in Weenie Hut Jr. today in the live studio audience.
I also just learned about SpongeBob. Like Katy taught me SpongeBob like 6 months ago.
You know
How
how hard
fuck
it
are
is?
we
Wait,
friends?
I have
How are you-
never
how- wait, wait.
watched SpongeBob.
How
Do
are
you know how hard it is to quote SpongeBob like chocolate? And he has no idea what I'm talking about.
I knew, like, I culturally
You're
understand
such a
what
liar.
SpongeBob
I
was,
don't
but I
understand
had
how
never
you just
watched
fucking
it.
traumatized me. How are we friends without you knowing
I was so
SpongeBob?
poor. I was so poor. I didn't watch TV. I just, like, when I was a kid, I was just, like, outside running and banging my head on things and giving myself brain damage. Like, that's all I did when I was a child.
I am ugly and I am proud. I am ugly and I'm proud.
Anyway, point being, I just learned SpongeBob. It's fucking rad.
SpongeBob is awesome.
I experience high tidal.
Wait, so when I talked about my story, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? You didn't
Yeah,
understand?
idea.
I didn't.
You see my pain.
Oh my God.
I know
No,
some. I'm
I don't know if you
learning.
saw that episode, Katie, but that's what I said after someone unsatisfactory finished.
You know what that means? You know what that means?
Because-
he has never heard Sweet Victory.
Yes, he has.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he has.
Okay.
Okay.
Katie's
Yes, he
been
has.
teaching me. Again, I'm learning now. I'm saying like I was like 6 months old ago that I learned.
We
6
did some
months
drugs
old
and
ago.
opened the world.
Yeah.
Good.
That is how anyone should
Yeah.
figure out SpongeBob.
I will tell you, SpongeBob is way more fun on drugs.
It really-
yeah,
it really is.
yeah.
That and Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy's
Ren and
some
Stimpy's
shit.
terrifying.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Red.
I quoted it earlier. Where I was like, "These hands." One of my favorite Ren and Stimpy quotes.
Anyway,
Seriously.
we're gonna jump into this. I'll go ahead and start off with the World Doe.
How fucking dare you?
So this one comes out of someplace.usa. Okay, so follow with me, crowd, because
I'm so sorry.
Do you need an
She
allergy pill? I
sneezes
have
like a
some.
fairy.
I have some allergy pills.
I'm allergic to people who don't like SpongeBob.
oh, got it.
Yeah. Well, there's no one in this room that said that, so you're
The
fucking
ghost.
fine.
The ghost.
Okay, so follow with me, audience. This one's a doozy. A man finds out his son is his uncle after his girlfriend's affair with his granddad.
What in Alabama is this shit?
It might be Alabama. Let's see. So TikTok user Stacks1400 made the devastating realization after discovering his girlfriend, the mother of his child, has been having an affair with his own grandfather while they were living with him. Go granddaddy,
Well,
I
that
guess.
Nicki Minaj song that's trending on TikTok makes a lot more sense.
That makes so
Oh.
much sense.
My motherfucking
What?
stepson.
Wait, what?
What?
What song is this?
Yeah, so basically it's Nicki like stunting on a dude. She's like, you fuck with me, I'll make you my motherfucking stepson, which just means she's gonna like,
It's a thing now.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
get that. Also, I will give this to any woman. That is one of the most intense and like destructive threats you can ever say. It's like, fuck you. I'm gonna fuck your dad. That is one of the meanest and darkest things you could say to anyone. Like, I've never felt lesser than.
I'm gonna go ahead and move on from this nonsense.
Yeah.
Katie, what do you got in the world though?
Would you rather hear about blood smuggling or International Panic Day?
International Panic Day.
Yeah,
sounds
Let's do
fun.
that.
All right, so recently, I believe it was actually yesterday in time, on Friday the 18th, International Panic Day was celebrated, where basically, no matter how calm you are supposed to panic on this day. I don't know why. I think they're doing like a mock aim to spread like mental awareness, which is great. But you don't want to spread mental awareness by telling everyone to panic. I'm one with a panic disorder, and that's not fun.
As somebody with diagnosed anxiety, that's like pretty much every day for
Honestly,
me.
Yeah.
dude, like the majority of the United States panics every
day.
fucking day. Like if you're not making at least $100,000 a year, you are in a constant
State of panic.
So most millennials don't
Panic.
need to be reminded to panic.
It's like great. I'm so
We're
glad we
just
made a
doing it.
national fucking holiday
To
out of the things
remind
we feel
us.
every day. Yeah.
I mean, life is fucking difficult now. It's the sweet baby Dickens, man. It's the best of times and the worst of times.
Dude, I miss 2015.
Anything and everything all the time. Anything and everything all the time.
Can we go back to
2015
2010?
was really nice.
It was nice. It was.
I
my
was being
favorite
bullied
year.
in high school because I'm younger. I'm sorry.
2010? Wait, what was-
2010 because it's before Uber.
I
It's
was-
before all
I
these
did-
all like
I-
creepy.
I was being
rape
stuffed in
charges
dumpsters.
I was teaching high school
I
in
was-
Chicago.
I was in high school
deployed-
being stuffed in a fucking dumpster, living with my psychopathic mom. I don't want to go back to
graduated
fucking
in high school.
2010.
I was deployed in 2010.
I graduated high school in 2010.
I
You know,
13
I was
for me.
I was deployed in 2010. I don't want to do that.
Oh,
It's terrible for everyone but you.
my bad. My life was great for 1 year.
No, live that shit.
Don't worry, because the next birthday I got left on the side of the freeway with an open pizza box throwing up because it didn't want to deal with me. So
Wow, who the fuck?
What awful
What?
people.
we're not friends anymore.
I see
What
that. They shouldn't
bitches?
be.
You know who you are.
Yeah, I'll
If
fuck
you're
you
watching,
up if I ever find
if you're
out.
watching, fuck you. We all made it, and you're a piece of shit in Idaho. I don't know.
San Diego, I guess. I don't know.
They're in San Diego for sure.
Fuck them up eventually.
What you
I'll
got,
go through the whole
Shanny?
town. All right, I just have. Since we're just doing. Why did my mom
Why'd your
leave
mom
me?
text you? Ew.
Why doesn't she text me?
She's over here trying
She
to
got
stuff
all
you in a
the-
dumpster.
Probably. Anywho, so since we're getting on like the sad parts of, I'm just being
This is the
negative
sad boy
today.
episode.
Sad boy, sad boy in Pokemon.
That's my life.
So I found this interesting thing that just reminded me how shitty we as Americans are, just as general.
What,
so
did you just look around?
Yeah. But also, I have a news headline. So remember how, everyone romanticized messages in a bottle, but that's just litter with extra steps?
Yeah.
So message in a bottle travels across the Atlantic Ocean to Portugal, where this dude found it, this teenage dude. And it was a message from 2018 from a teenager from Vermont. It was a fucking Gatorade bottle. And I'm like, bro, what made you think that, like, oh shit, I just read, like Treasure Island and I want to throw this fucking Gatorade bottle? The amount, like, just the fact that it traveled from Vermont to fucking, like, Portugal, how much other shit from stupid fucking American teenagers is just floating in the fucking ocean.
What did it
Jesus.
say? What did it say?
It just said, like, hi from Vermont 2018.
Just fucking hi?
Yes! It wasn't even anything important
Oh,
either.
it's so dumb.
It was just like, hi, my name's whatever the fuck, because I'm not going to say his name because I'm dragging him. From Vermont, 2018. I'm like, fuck this dude.
So-
Fuck this dude for littering.
Here's a hypothetical.
I'm so sorry.
You're just sitting on a beach, and you find this bottle, and you get so excited, you pop the cork, and you pull it out, and it's a picture of a dick. A dick pics in a bottle.
Anyway, Colt, it's a Pekapult trip by sea.
That should be a commercial.
I literally wrote down
Dicks
Delayed.
by sea.
dicks by sea. That's like a classic way of sending your dick pics.
Oh my god. That's probably what happened in Pirates of the Caribbean
can't.
days.
I can't
With
breathe.
fucking Will Turner sending his dick
Will
pic via the
Turner.
fucking.
Was sending that Will Boner across the sea.
Will Boner.
No, even better.
His
just like
Willy?
Yeah, and
Was
he,
it
got,
Will
he
Willy?
had to get it like hand drawn. It was like a charcoal drawing of his dick. And he
Or-
sent it
Oh my
across the-
God.
better yet, like you have this like message in a bottle. It goes to like, I don't know, Argentina or something. You open it up, it's like, have you heard the good news?
My
You heard that the word is the bird?
God.
It's just proselytizing via bottle caps.
So at the moment you said that, that's the funniest thing. Can you imagine getting that bottle and opening it up and being
Yeah.
like, oh my god, it's a secret? dong.
As a woman who has unfortunately received, been receiving it, I just would have been
Lots of-
like, all
it's a
right,
thing.
so who do I have
Here-
to kill?
Also, can we
No.
unnormalize
I
sending
will
dongs?
fucking
Why do people send dick pics?
No.
They're
I
not
will
pretty.
Inigo Montoya this shit. I will find the owner of this fucking dong pic in a bottle. If he's not already dead, if it's like a charcoal drawing, he's probably dead already. But like, I will find it's like, my name is Shannon Brunetti. You've sent me your dick pic. Prepare to die. Like, fuck you.
I respect that.
You know
Do you
what,
want to know
though?
what I'm doing with mine?
What?
So I've collected, and I shit you not, over 100 dicks over the years because people
That's a
think
lot
that's
of
what I
dicks.
want to see. I know,
It's like,
right?
it's like 5 dozen dicks or something.
It's a lot of dicks, and sometimes people will send me dicks, and I'll send someone else's dick back to them. They're like, "Oh, I thought you were a girl," and I'm like, "You thought wrong." But I have over 100 dicks, and I want to make like a
I've got
little
like 30
coffee
dicks.
table book called "Slid Into My DMs," and I'm gonna do like a nickname for it and like a rating for every dick, and just
Honestly,
That's
amazing.
Like there will be some weird pomo people who totally buy that.
I know
I did
Hollister.
see- I know the TikTok. There was a girl who I respect, where she was saying, much like Katy, she's like, she just gets them all the time. 'Cause
All the time.
Every girl just gets a slew of dicks all the time, which
All
is
the
so
time.
crazy.
Dicks on dicks on dicks.
But she's like, yeah, every time I get one, I just send back a different dick.
Yeah, exactly.
And she just like sends it back to the guy. She's like, oh, do you like that? I like this one too. Check it out.
You know what?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sometimes it's better to not answer them.
Realistically,
cracks me
if I got a message in a bottle in the real world, it would probably just be like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac just like trying to like make me pay my college loans.
Emailing
They'll
them dick
find
This is
you.
pics.
Carl
They'll
from
find you.
car insurance. I'm trying to get a hold of just Stacy here.
Yeah, that's exactly.
We're trying to contact you.
about your car's extended warranty.
Oh, we thought of the same thing. Oh my god.
Like it's just like junk mail in a bottle. is what it
Oh my God, it's Scientology. They found me again.
Anyway, let's jump into the next one,
Oh, is it me?
Mr. Zach.
Okay, imagine this. It's gonna be weird. Okay,
is it?
have anyone seen Sweet Tooth? You know what Sweet Tooth is about?
Is that the fuck? No, I'm thinking hard candy.
Hybrid
Never mind.
babies.
It's a TV show.
Hybrid babies and a basically coronavirus.
Doesn't matter what blood is.
What?
Point is, people found
alright.
some kind of like old disease in the ice.
They
And
call it
froze
the
So,
sick.
you know what actually happened? This is a real thing. Scientists revived 24,000-year-old animal found in Siberian permafrost.
That sounds like a bad
Okay.
idea.
Why would you do that?
let's
Why?
just-
Some
Let's just-
Jurassic Park shit.
Let's just wing this out. These people, these scientists, and I like, and this is one of those things. Like, I can't remember. I was watching something, and I was Jon Stewart the other day. He goes, "You know how the world's gonna end? It's gonna end very quickly. It's gonna end with a couple scientists in a room going, 'Oh my God, we did it,' and then the world ends." This is that shit. Okay, you found something buried in the permafrost of the in the Siberian tundra. Keep in mind, that's Russia. Everything in Russia is bad.
All the
Period.
things.
The great people, but like you die there. Everything's a bear. Everything is bear, and it's not it's scary. So like they found an old germ in the permafrost, and they were like, "What if we just bring this to life? I bet it'll be fine." We don't know what's gonna happen. It's starting to replicate. Like it's creating a new species. A scientist made a new species that they found under the ice that has survived 2 cataclysms. And it survived Snowball Earth, and it survived the flood 12,000 years ago that I was talking about. Atlantis is real. And this shit, they were like, fuck it, let's just bring it back. No, stop.
What
Stop
if
doing
that was the thing that caused the what if it's like some weird, scary shit with like mind powers and shit, you know?
It's the
Maybe.
Jeff,
It's a
Starts
mind
the
flare.
flood.
it's,
Oh my god.
It's the Jeff Goldblum problem. You know, they've been thinking about how long
Life will
they
find
could
a
do it,
way.
whether or not they should do it.
Oh my God, you know what else would be a great idea? Eating a bat. Can we
mean,
not get stuck in our houses for
I'm not
another
gonna
year and a
lie.
half?
I've
I mean,
eaten
here's the
bat.
thing. Honestly, in the next 6 months, we're probably gonna be back in quarantine, just because like the Delta variant and everything else is so.
Just because I don't want to be that person, it wasn't 100%.
What was it? 100%.
What wasn't 100%?
The
It was
wet
probably
market.
from the Wuhan, but
The white market?
It was.
The wet market. It was not
It was
probably.
not. It was probably designed in the literal Wuhan coronavirus variant lab.
You know what's really fucking funny about that though? Like in the beginning of the pandemic, like we heard that and was like, no, that didn't happen. You're all full of shit. And now
Yeah.
a year later, we're like, Actually, that doesn't sound
For
like
sure,
a bad thing.
there's a lab that is the novel coronavirus lab in Wuhan, and they were literally studying the novel coronavirus, making new variants of it. And of course, and the first we have recorded sightings. Oh, fuck, I'm getting political again.
Yes.
But it was like back in September. It was before December. We thought it was December. It wasn't. They had these fucking cases in September. They were making it. It doesn't matter. I don't think they did it intentionally, but it was just a scientist. There's
Sure.
probably some smart guy that was like, "Fuck, I did something cool."
Well, yeah.
Oh my god, I accidentally ruined Earth.
Well, and here's the thing, like, you know, China.
It would be a man.
China will never,
be.
ever
be.
admit to any wrong. They won't because that's,
Nobody will.
that's a
ever
big.
admit
That's a
to,
big
like,
penny.
big-
That's a
You know,
big
there's,
penny
like-
to pay.
It's like, you know, if one guy fucked it up, do you think he's gonna be like, my bad, I accidentally killed 8 million people? Like, no one's gonna stand
Shannon,
up.
Shannon,
but
what's
not a-
rule number 1?
Don't trust men.
Don't trust men.
Don't trust men.
What? I mean,
I
you're not
know,
wrong.
Y'all are in
You're
sync
not
on
wrong.
that. I had no idea.
Rule number two is don't trust white people.
Always.
These
White-
literally
Rule
the
number
quote
3,
from
Batman
Pocahontas.
can't do
These
head.
white people, these white men are dangerous.
Yeah, that's one of the TikToks I
Anyway.
really love, where it's never get on a boat with a white man, no matter what. Just no
Oh
matter
my
what.
God!
White people
I
with
remember
boats
that.
are bad ideas.
That's a thing?
Wait, what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was a
There
whole
was
TikTok.
this black creators like, you know what I want to do? I want to get on a yacht with a white person, and then this Japanese creator's like, no,
Yeah, I know
don't get
exactly
on the
what-
white people boats.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
Titanic, slavery,
Even
everything
white
is
people
out
on
there,
the
like-
white
the
people
Luth-
boats.
the Lithuania,
it
or whatever it's
sunk.
called,
The
yeah.
Titanic.
Yeah, you
They
can't
brought
trust white people with
diseases. Like-
Wait. What was the world though on this one? I forgot.
Me? I think I was
The genetically
it was me,
creating
genetic.
something that was inside
It was
of
that
the
we
snow.
saw- It was
Yeah.
we brought out a
If it's
monster.
dead,
So-
let it
Mobius.
die.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've seen.
we move on? Sorry.
We've all seen Jurassic Park. It doesn't end well, and,
No.
and
Life will find a way.
it
Because
was
literally-
realistic enough for us to not do the
The
thing.
thing that will kill humanity is our own hubris to think that we're fucking
Stupidity.
gods. We do not
That's called the Fermi
control
paradox, and I've talked about it on this
fucking
podcast.
natural order. We are not gods. We have no business meddling with shit, you know?
If we could die by a splinter, then we ain't gods.
Nope.
Anyway, we're gonna have to move on from
Yeah.
this topic. Thank you for joining us on our NPR podcast.
NPR. Oh my god.
This is the
Now,
Chuckle Talk.
A word from our sponsors.
Is that me?
That's
Oh my
you.
god, it's me. All right. Do you have an unsupportive dad? Have you never heard the words, I'm proud of you, son. Getting married and estranged? We're here at Rent a Dad. We offer a variety of dads from ages 45 to 101. We have baseball game dads, high school production dads, vacation dads, supportive dreams dads, treehouse building dads, and non-argumentative family dinner dads, and so much more. All dads come with programmable voice boxes to add up to 30 phrases like, I'm proud of you, son. I'll always love you, champ. You know, you're my favorite kid. I just want you to know I approve of your career choices. And of course you can marry your sex doll. Call now and we'll throw in a bonus dad fanny pack complete with argumentative voice box. Now you can argue, but always win.
Oh shit.
I'm
That's
not
Rent
so
a Dad.
Great.
Is this Call us now.
Is this a subscription box? I'm
I was
hoping.
like, please.
I mean, if we...
You're right.
Alexa?
I'm targeted.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Zach's meeting my dad in 5 days.
Wow, like meeting, like straight
The
up.
first
Meet up-
fucking time?
Like
We were supposed to meet my dad after, but he called me and he said, "Don't come here, son. You're not invited to my house. Don't ever come."
wow, that's dark.
If you can't tell, we have daddy issues here on Chucklesluts.
Everyone here has daddies.
No.
Free daddy sluts with every episode.
No, I'm the only one without daddy issues. I have yummy mommy issues.
Hot.
No, it's not.
The way you said "yummy mommy,"
Yeah, why
issues,
yummy?
She
That
said-
sounds like a porn.
Dude,
yummy mommy
she
issues.
she wants that dommy mommy in her life.
See, I just want poison ivy. That's all I want. Okay?
You didn't do the dishes. I'm gonna punish you.
Okay, first of all, let me just puke for a second.
You said yummy. That
So,
made it sound like a
well-
porn.
Welcome to the Pornhub episode. of Chucklesluts.
Sponsor.
This is a
Just
this is,
kidding.
Sponsor.
this is
No,
now
no,
this
fuck
is
you,
now an
Pornhub.
ASMR episode.
Don't you say that about Pornhub.
Okay,
Me and
first
them
of
have
all-
a very close relationship.
Okay, yes, everyone has a close relationship with them, but they're problematic as fuck.
What?
Sure.
I mean, who actually likes their
so
parents in
music
full?
and life
No, I'm
and
talking.
cars
I'm not
and
talking about the
cigarettes
official
and
porn. I'm talking
alcohol
about
and
people
everything.
like getting recorded against their will and having that posted up on.
Oh,
Pornhub.
actually, well,
that happens a lot.
Here's the
Oh,
thing.
you're talking about revenge porn stuff.
Yeah.
Surely. But
And then they
that's-
don't take it down.
Well,
That's a weird thing to be mad about because that's not Pornhub itself. That's people. You're saying that's rule number
But
one. Don't
no,
trust
no.
men.
Don't trust men, but it's also like Pornhub does this thing where they're like, oh, we'll take it down, and they don't because of the views.
they're
So-
actually getting sued for that right now.
Yeah. Fuck Pornhub. Anyway,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I am in a music video that's on Pornhub. Good luck finding it. But that's just because we're all nude.
that's fine.
Okay.
Anyway,
Fair.
what?
moving on.
Wait. Was it Watsky by any chance?
No.
I love Watsky.
Watsky's really. You're
What
you're
the fuck
One
is
of the
Watsky?
best
You're
white
the
musical artists.
only
ever.
person I know that actually like is into Watsky.
Love
We
Watsky.
need to talk about that offline.
Anyway.
We're gonna jump into the next segment because we keep going off track.
that?
We're gonna talk about landing party. We have no music for that, unfortunately, but
I wanna be the very
what did
The
I?
very
no one.
What the fuck did I expect? So, landing party. The way this works is for those who are just joining us, trains aside. We have a giant, massive spaceship, and we're landing on a planet that has certain things, and so we hire certain people
Or
for
we're
a landing
taking
party.
a space train.
Space train. Space train. Why do I get Rick and Morty vibes all of a sudden?
Soul train.
Ghost train.
Ghost train.
So anyway, our world that we are landing on is a Pokemon world. Who do you put on?
yes.
Well,
Who do you-
somebody dressed for the assignment.
Who do you put on your landing party?
Do it, Shannon. You're
you know
wearing
what?
the shirt.
Shannon, you're going first on this one.
Fucking James from Team Rocket, obviously, because not only is he the most capable member of Team Rocket, the man can shapeshift. And he's hot. And he's hot. Daddy. He's just full of
Team
sass and quippy
Rocket.
ideas, and he just,
He's kind of a himbo, though.
he's just,
kind of a himbo.
yeah, but he can dress up as a woman, as a man. He's actually genderless.
He's very
genderless.
gender fluid.
Super
now that you think
fluid.
about it.
Very gender fluid.
Like, I think
He's
about
very
the Saint-
They're all fucking
open-minded.
Meowth.
I think of the Saint Anne episode.
But literally, like, no, what are the locals like on this planet? Just
So,
Pokemon?
It's literally just all Pokemon. No trainers, just Pokemon doing their Pokemon things.
Well, besides the fact that he probably couldn't actually catch one, he probably would just try to make friends with them because, his bestie is Meowth. And so maybe, as a little, like, squire to my Jamesdom, Meowth comes down and is a, consulate between the two. He's just a liaison between James and the Pokemon people.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I already know who I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Jason Statham.
He would just punch him all in the face.
That's exactly
He just-
why I would pick him as my Pokemon.
No!
No,
We
because
talked about this!
I'm-
Pokemon is slavery, and now you're punching them in the face!
I'm gonna tell you why though. Because when I land, obviously I have no fucking Pokemon because it's a Pokemon universe world here. So I need someone who's willing to like drop kick a fucking Meowth or something, and he's the only person I know.
Just bring Digimon there. Pokemon versus Digimon.
Oh, that's so good. Why did it's fuck?
He
No,
just
no,
wants
no,
to
no.
abuse Pokemon!
I'm just saying, if there's like a Lickitung or something, like I can just imagine him just like drop kicking the shit out of it and then capturing him. Like he's the only person I know who would knock out the hit points of a Pokemon enough to capture one.
I'm very upset.
You should be.
We're doing this to crush your hopes and dreams, Shannon.
No!
So, yes.
James is the benevolent ruler of this planet.
And
you don't
Jason
understand.
and Jason Statham would call him a pussy and then drop kick a Lickitung. That's what he would do. That's why I'm choosing him. He's on my squad all the way.
Tears.
I respect that.
Oh my god.
What do you got, Katie?
I would probably bring Anna Voice from My Hero Academia because he can talk to all of the Pikachus and all of the. I like I said Pikachu's, like not all the Pokemon. Might be. But he can talk to all the Pokemon, and we can either join forces. Because who says you have to be violent to take over
Right?
a planet?
James would want to be friends with them.
Yeah. And he's cool, you know.
They might
Wait.
date. Who knows?
What would you say? What would you got?
I would bring Dave Attenborough.
Yes!
He would just walk around and he would just tell me about Pokemon all day.
I would
And
love that.
I am like physically affected by his voice, and I would just have the best time. I would just learn stuff. I'd learn about every program. He would tell me how gracefully the Charmander goes and finds its food in the bushes. But look when its tail alights because it's excited and it is about to come a Charizard.
I just fell asleep.
I see your David Attenborough, and I want to raise the other guy that does all the.
If you Freeman me, I'll punch you.
Morgan
in the
Freeman?
No,
I'd rather
no.
have Morgan Freeman.
Actually, Morgan Freeman would be dope. No, the other.
Sigourney Weaver is a new one.
Oh,
she's
God.
in a bunch.
No, who's the guy that does like all the like really like he's got like a voice. He was on Rick and Morty. Fuck, what was his
Werner
name?
Herzog?
Yes, Werner Herzog
Oh my gosh.
would be amazing on that planet. Like him and Attenborough, just like trying to
You
out narrate
just
each other.
Follow along and just listen to them
And then
tell
the
me about
Psyduck
Pokemon.
goes to the water. And it takes a little
Nobody
drink.
wants to take over the planet? I don't understand.
The chaos.
Oh, no,
of
I
You
the-
just want to hear stories? You don't want to take over planet and be ultimate ruler?
Okay, Zoya.
Duh.
Okay. So if David Attenborough and Werner Herzog were to have like a narration off, who would win?
David Attenborough.
I don't
David
know.
Attenborough
I don't know.
always
I don't know.
wins.
Werner Herzog
Morgan
has
Freeman.
like
He's so good. He's oh my god, the OG Planet Earth stuff. I could watch that all day. It's like he's massaging your ears.
How do
he
you
just sits there and just like
Pleasant ear
rubs
juice.
his fucking
Okay,
like,
so-
beautiful voice
That's
all
another
over
thing
you.
we could
So
sell on
David
here.
Attenborough,
Attenborough.
Werner Herzog, and Carl Sagan are all on the same planet. Who's everyone listening to?
Ooh, I listen to Carl Sagan all day, every fucking day. But that's only because
Morgan
I'm a
Freeman.
little space cadet.
Like I just imagine it's just you know what it is. Our whole team is just a bunch of narrators just narrating Pokemon life.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, that
Except for fucking James, who rules that bitch. James fucking rules that
Except
bitch,
for
and he
fucking
is not
James.
a cruel ruler.
Well, and also
he
Jason
makes
Statham is
friends
just
with
punching all the
everybody.
Pokemon in the face.
There's a reason Arbok doesn't hate his fate.
Who
James
plays Professor
fucking
McGonagall?
Nice.
Maggie Smith.
I want her to narrate the
Yeah.
world. She's so fun. Why did everyone get silent after that?
Because you know, here's the thing.
I like it.
I imagine Maggie Smith is a badass bitch.
Yeah, she literally
She would
filmed
be-
Downton Abbey with breast
No,
cancer.
She would be literally the only person who just literally captures every single Pokemon and gives no fucks.
yeah.
Like even James is like,
Oh, seriously.
like even James who's like a natural Pokemon trainer is like, are you capturing all of them? Yes. You know, like.
Oh, yes.
I have to add to my collection now, don't I?
I
That's
can't
Why?
not do
When
a
there's
good voice.
always trouble, it's always you, Jason.
Jason.
That fits.
Next.
Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on from Lanny.
33!
We're gonna move on from Lanny Party. We're gonna go into the next commercial. Our obviously amazing, well-pocketed sponsors.
All right. Have you ever been in a situation when people you know or don't know are in conflict? Have you ever just felt the need to insert yourself into a situation as you see fit? Do you like taking charge of other people's problems when nobody asked you? Well then, if you've answered yes to any of these situations, then minding the business that pays you might be for you. Minding the business that pays you is a set of daily exercises that helps people get out of their heads with lessons like, do I even know these people? And maybe I have work that I need to do and to get done before meddling other people's affairs. Oh my goodness. So people have reported a 110% increase in personal goals and work productivity after these few short courses. Call now. And we will throw in a daily reminder calendar to make sure you mind your fucking business and keep on track. That doesn't actually exist, and we don't have a phone number, but thank you anyway.
That's www.mindyab.
Manderbee.com.
I love that.
Oh, and make sure to try the minding the business that pays you today. Don't be a Karen. Call now.
As a bonus action, we'll pull in Rent-A-Mom. She'll get you to stop.
With that being said, like,
I'm very appreciative of that ad.
yes.
Mind your fucking business.
This has been actually a PSA.
I don't know why my mic is so low.
I want you to really dig down.
Mind your fucking business and stay out of mine if you know what's good for you.
Be a self-actualized human being. Mind your fucking business.
I'm a big, strong woman. I can tie my own sandals and everything.
Oh my god, you sound just like her!
I know, cast me, Disney.
Oh my
With-
god.
Did you say you can tie your sandals?
It's
I
a
can
mix.
tie
It's
my
a,
own sandals and everything.
Yeah,
It's
have
from
you-
Meg from
Meg from-
Hercules.
Have you not seen a fucking Birkenstock home?
I haven't seen Hercules in a long time, but that's really funny.
we're gonna jump into
Do you want to know a fun fact?
oh.
The first time Zach and I, did it,
Oh.
Hercules was on in the background.
a.
Is that real? I was focused on you. I didn't see what movie it was.
Honestly, if you were gonna have like one thing to watch while you're doing it, it would have to be like Mulan. Be a man.
I don't know. I feel like that movie is just sapphic in general.
Is
But
what
then again,
sapphic?
yeah, I might be a little bit biased though. So.
I mean, there's a lot to unpack in Mulan. Let's be honest.
Hot gay. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on as we do, because these commercials are only supposed to be a minute, and then turn out to be fun. We're gonna jump into Get Wrecked. Get riggedy wrecked, and this is where we recommend things to you, the viewer, because we want you to get nerded out like the bunch of us, because we are secretly a government program to make you watch things.
Do we have a theme, or is it just out?
No
anything?
theme, just
Are we
a
ruled by the
general-
birds of the bourgeoisie?
Sometimes.
I knew it.
We hail our Birdman overlords. Thank you, Michael Keaton. Anyway.
So I'm gonna start us off because I've been obsessed, absolutely obsessed with this the last literally like 2 weeks or a week or how long. Bo Burnham's inside. I
love him.
I can't even start by describing what it is, because it's relatively experimental. It is comedy, but it's also not comedic in any way, shape, or form.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it is, but it isn't.
It's
though.
political. It's comedic. It's creative. It's
watching
insightful.
a man have a breakdown.
Yeah.
It is. No, the thing is, it's a cathartic look into how a comedian just figures shit out.
Mm-hmm.
And as a person who's been doing it for a long time, like I legit cried because the song "Eyes on Me" is very specific, and also the song where he's talking about how I don't need any of this attention. Why are you giving me attention? These are very specific things that like comedians specifically have to deal with. And I mean, the music's wonderful. I've been listening to it in my car, like in traffic. It's good, objectively
It's
good,
good music.
objectively good
Yeah.
music. But also the message that comes from it comes from a very deep and dark place. And if you've been watching TikTok, a lot of people have been playing with the music and a lot
Yeah.
and different things. And the
I'm
reason,
actually TikTok has made me fucking over it. I respect it. Bo Burnham's a genius, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking over it.
Well,
because people are making like TikToks about it, and the problem is like a lot of people don't understand it because Bo Burnham's so smart. A lot of people don't
He's
fucking
so
get
smart.
it, and some people make
So
these
smart.
memes or shit about it, and I'm like, that doesn't match what he's saying. You fucking idiot.
well, because here's the thing, it's such an open-ended thought process. You can take any kind of meaning from it, which is great. And ultimately, what it does is he's elevated himself so hard. I feel bad for him actually because he's so young, but also he will never ever do anything near this again. This is like his number one
Magnus Opus.
his Magnus Opus,
Opus
and he's
Magnum.
so young, and I feel so bad for him because nothing's ever gonna be as good again.
He's just gonna have to top it.
I just
It
really
can't-
like
That's,
his
that's
fake
the
not-
curse
it's
of being
not-
a creator
it's
is you
not-
always have to top your work.
It's never gonna happen for him, and I feel so bad because he's gonna have that in his head the entire. And
I have
Why
faith
would
in you,
put that in
I
the
got faith in you,
universe?
Bo.
What if he kills it next time?
Yeah,
Go
I have
fuck
faith
yourself.
in Bo.
My brother really likes
no,
you,
it's
Bo.
not that I don't. It's not that I don't think he will, but also I don't think he will. And
Not like that, though. He has a
like
girlfriend.
20 years from now, people are gonna come up. Wow, I loved you in Inside because it was so powerful, and it will be. It's a timeless item that will bring out catharsis in millions of people. With that being said, please do yourself a favor. Go watch it. Feel things. Feel like it's a show that makes you feel things. The last time I watched something like that was Hannah Gadsby's Annette, which also blew my mind. Go see that. That's a double.
That's
double
a different
wreck.
get wrecked.
It's a different wreck.
Yep.
But I highly just go all in. Get high or don't. I don't give a shit what you do.
We got real high.
Yeah.
You know what it reminded
Smoke
me
crack.
of though? Robin
No.
Williams. Like
It's very
it's
Robin
very
Williams
much like
based.
I love Robin Williams. The fact that like I kind of connect with him on a comedian type level, a creator level, because it's like, yeah, you're funny, but like funny people, and not to toot my own horn, but funny people are smart. Funny people
They're
know
the most intelligent people in the
more,
world.
and it's a burden. And I feel like Bo and like
That's
Robin
also why they
Williams
all
are
killed
kind of on the
themselves.
same level.
I sat there. There was one part in the show where he's like, "I'm not well,"
Yeah.
and he just breaks the fuck down, and I'm like, "Fuck, I know this feeling."
The feeling where you're like,
because
"Ugh."
because you want to believe it's about the pandemic, but it's not about the pandemic. It's so creators. I don't know if the world knows. The creators have a really fucking hard time
Yeah.
putting things out in the world because it puts us in a very vulnerable position. And when you do it for so long, like Bo's done in since literally 2006, it starts to affect you as a person internally, and especially for him because he's done some pretty controversial things in the past. I've done some controversial things in the past, and it's just one of those things where it's like, fuck, I understand this. And so for creators, yes, it means one thing, but for people who are just watching, it means a completely different thing.
Yeah.
And there's so much nuance, and it brings everyone to this come to Jesus moment, and it's I can't even explain it all. Just go watch it.
It's good.
It's really good. As
I
a creator,
still
I
haven't
liked it a lot.
Seen it, but I'll probably be watching it later tonight.
Your jaw will definitely drop a few times because there's a few points where you're like, wow, that's dark. But like,
Mentally
Deep and
healthy
dark.
do
Yeah.
I need to be because I am not in a good place right now.
Okay, you
a little
need to
weed.
be high.
yeah, a little weed.
Okay.
will
Have
help.
Halloween.
to.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll take an edible. Don't watch it.
Yes.
Maybe half of one, so I'm not too high, so I can actually
No, the
understand.
higher you are, the better.
Oh,
it gets.
okay.
Because it's not just the jokes; it's the visuals too. He does
Yeah.
some okay. So he's got this triangle on his head, right?
The fuck?
And
Pyramid head?
Sort of. And so he puts a light on it, and it turns into this giant disco ball. But he's able to instantly turn it off. And and then he's got these emoji songs with emojis on his face. It's so very pop art,
Okay,
very
I
promo. Go see
Definitely
this.
need to be high watching that. Then.
Yes, you do.
It has been wrecked.
Anyway,
It has been wrecked.
you've been wrecked as fuck. Next wreck, please.
Who wants to go next?
Zach,
You're up?
tag.
I'll go
You're it.
You go.
Okay, I'm gonna go with an anime. Imagine that.
Animu.
So this is one I don't think I've talked about. So me and Katy, we watched the show a while back. The second season is done now. I've actually got a couple more episodes to watch. ReZero.
Oh, I haven't finished that one.
So
Oh
I've
my
heard of
god.
So I've had a lot of struggles with anime lately. Like a lot of classic anime was done by large studios and it's done well. And anime is a beautiful art form that when done well, when picked up by a major studio, that really gives time to create something that is visually stimulating and amazing is incredible. There's a lot of trash out there right now. Honestly, I'm so fucking pissed at Netflix for releasing all these dump truck bullshit fucking shows where they just kind of halfway animate things. Then you watch something like ReZero. Me and Katy just binged most of the second season, and I cannot explain the physical and mental torment that the show puts you through. This is a show, and it's technically in the isekai genre, and I know isekais are often shit on, but ReZero is one of the few standouts that is something very different.
Explain isekai for people who don't speak Japanese.
Isekai is a genre of anime where basically you're a normal person like me right now in this world in LA. Suddenly I die or I get in a computer game or something, and I'm transported to a new world. I live now in a fantasy world.
So it's this new world.
As if I today suddenly was bam, I'm in Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
I've been isekai'd. I'm in a new world.
Those who hunt elves.
where
Got it.
I am used to this world and I have to learn a new world. It's a very common genre in anime, and often it's done poorly. So what ReZero did is something very different, where they, rather than focus on being you show up and you're super dope and have all the powers and girls love you, they bring a kid in who's weak and he struggles. And the concept of the show is every time he dies, he comes back to a starting point, and he keeps dying. And when he dies, he restarts, and he remembers everything.
So it's a regressor thing, basically.
It's like Groundhog Day, but in Lord
It's
of the
like
Rings.
Groundhog Day, but in the worst way possible. It is vicious, and also this is it's a mature anime. It is dark.
It's also very
violent.
confusing.
It is very confusing, but what it delves into is the psychosis of a young man who wants nothing more than to matter. And he wants to matter, and the way he validates himself is by trying to save others. However, in that fight, when you're constantly just destroyed and destroyed and destroyed,
And literally murdered
the
over and
show
over.
breaks you watching it. And I was telling this last night to a friend of mine, where there's a couple episodes that happened in the second season where you watch him, and the show does such a good job with the animation that you see him, that you physically feel him like fall out of love with like the person that he most cares about. And it was one of the most traumatically violent things I've ever seen. And it was beautiful. It was done very well. And you see him and you see like this girl who's done everything for. And the whole, he's literally died for her, literally been ripped apart, eaten alive, destroyed hundreds of times.
Yep.
And she, he sees a weakness in her. And he watches it happen. And you see him stop caring. And it fucked me up. Like, and also, I was tripping balls. But
It's the only way to watch anime.
It sounds like something you
But
would need to do
it
for
was-
this
yeah.
show.
it was fucking traumatic, and I was watching it, and it's one of these times like I'm a creator, I make shows, I'm a writer, and I was like, how? Like I looked at these people and think like, I wish I could be that good, because what they did, they physically assaulted me with their animation, and I felt it, and it hurt. And it was so intense, and I recommend it to everyone. ReZero is something, it's beautiful, the animation's amazing, and they tell a story with art. That's what should matter.
That's how I feel about Gantz. Gantz fucked me up hard.
You're
So
such a
fucked.
Gantz stan.
I am. I
Gantz is
stand
so
Gantz
weird.
hard. I do. Because, like, it's kind of like the same thing where, you know...
No, it's not.
No, in a little bit. Because the guy is, like... Every time he gets like a new group, it's like he starts caring less and less, but then he gets like a girl that he actually does care about, and then she dies brutally. And like,
Do not compare those two shows. Gantz is a different show. I like what you're saying, but do not compare them. They're nothing alike
fine, I won't. Fuck
at
you.
all.
Mommy
Because
and
Gantz
Daddy,
is-
stop fighting.
That was me when I unintentionally watched Attack on Titan without
Attack
knowing
on Titan is so
anything.
I love Attack on
with
Titan.
any,
So
I
good.
watched the first episode because I was procrastinating a fucking like TV class, right? I had no idea what
There's
this
a lot
fucking
of
show
death in
was
that one.
around. And so my assignment was to watch an episode of a TV series I'd never watched before and to write like a really bullshit like single page double spaced paper. And so I'm like, all right, so anime's 22 minutes. I have an hour before class. I'm gonna watch this. And so I was not fucking prepared for that first fucking episode of Attack on
That shit
Titan.
will
When he was
fuck you
freaked
up.
out when his mom died, I was just like not fucking prepared. I almost started fucking crying in my dorm room. This was in college. I'm like freshman year of college. I'm like, didn't realize
Dude.
what I'd gotten myself fucking into. I'd taken a break from anime from 3 years. I forgot how much it affected me. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. And I had to write a paper on it and then run to fucking class.
Don't watch
Honestly,
Goblin Slayer.
No, don't watch.
Don't watch
no,
Goblin
no,
Slayer. You
no.
will. You poor little soul. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Like the first episode is
Bad. But it's
fucked.
not bad after that. It's just that one
Just that one
episode.
scene.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
So I'm not gonna go into it, but the long and short with like Attack on Titan, it's like the creator was like, how do I fuck with people the most like visceral way possible?
Right off
but,
the bat.
but every episode, but also every episode.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the one thing that
Oh, you like this character?
no, like the way I look at it is like, Attack on Titan makes you feel anxious. It makes you dread.
No one's safe.
You
No.
dread every episode because it's like you want these people to succeed, but every episode it's like, oh, it got worse. Oh, it got worse. Oh, it got worse.
Well, it's worse in the most recent seasons because they make
I
you
haven't
want to
finished it.
fight for both sides.
Yeah.
And then when they're killing each other, you're like, like you don't know who to pick.
Yep. Because everyone has a point.
Yeah, Attack on
honestly, like the best Japanese anime, it's just it makes you it just makes you feel things. It's very not the word esoteric. What's the word? Ambiguous.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so ambiguous, and everyone's an asshole, but also everyone's like a guy, and you don't know what to think at the end, and you hate yourself for watching it.
That was literally the first hill I died on, was that
Yeah.
anime is better than anything.
That's
coming out
because
of
it
Oh
is.
yeah.
Let's jump into the next person in the world.
I could do it something less intense, but also still part of the human condition. If anybody knows me, they know I spend way too much time reading webtoons. So one of my favorite
just enough time.
webtoons.
Just enough time.
Just enough time.
Just enough time.
Just enough time on webtoons. So one of my favorite webtoons ever is this one called Edith. Edith is about an author who's struggling with, well, one, a smoking addiction, and also the fact that she's like very insecure in her life, and she gets this, like she ends up starting a relationship with her supermodel neighbor. So it sounds like, you know, your run-of-the-mill fucking Wattpad story, but it's a lot different because, you know,
as a creator and a writer myself, I struggle with a lot of body image issues. Like, as a woman in this country, I struggle with a lot of body image issues. But, like, she goes through so much growth. It's a very human story, even though, like, the initial kind of setup's like, oh, that never happened. As a woman who's dated fucking male models, yes, it can. Yeah. Anyway, so you just gotta be in a big enough city, I guess. Anyway, so it's about a story of, like, multiple different characters. Like, the two, like, Philip and Edith are the couple that you want to get together. But there's also, like, other characters, and everyone has their individual, like, humanistic story. And it's a deep dive into the psyche about realizing, like, what, like, how you feel as a person. Like, what makes you feel like you're worth it? What makes you feel like you deserve to be alive? And it was, like, a couple episodes ago, like, that I haven't caught up yet because I have no time. But every free time I do, I try to read it. It's just, like, a couple episodes just made me tear up because it just hit straight at home. Because, again, we've talked about being creators. We talked about being good enough. We talked about, like, being completely honest with ourselves, and especially with our art. And this webtoon just ran on a random app that I found, like, back in 2016 on the internet. I'm just like, this fucking thing has, like, helped me so much with my personal life that's just super near and dear and, like, close to my heart. It also goes into how communication in a relationship either makes it or breaks it, and how, like, long distance and everything can, like, work or not depending on that said communication. And it's just so beautiful and so incredibly human, and the art style is very interesting as well.
But how do you feel about Food Wars?
I fucking love Food Wars, but that shit is fucking fan service to the max. I've actually made a lot of recipes.
I tried to make Katy watch Food Wars. She didn't make it through halfway through the first episode.
Oh my god, it's so good.
No, absolutely not.
Oh my god, it's
No.
She's like, is that octopus fucking that girl? And I was like, yes, it's happening.
It's just-
And she's
oh
like,
my god,
I
this
don't wanna
chicken
watch
is so good.
It's just bread fucking people.
Oh
Right?
No. Okay,
But
let
the
me
food
fucking
is
tell
dope.
you. I have made from the first ever food war in Food Wars. I made the fucking Shalyapin steak bowl, and that shit fucking slaps.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
will
Food
fucking
Wars
tell
makes
you.
great food.
Oh
All
my
the recipes
fucking
are
god!
fire.
I'm just like eyes rolled back in the head like the fucking anime. I'm like
And,
this shit.
Like you're just
Did you come as soon as you ate it?
What?
Did you come as soon as you ate it? That's how Food Wars works.
No, because I'm demisexual, but like, you know, I gotta have an emotional
You're
relationship.
not
to
foodie
with food.
sexual? I'm
No.
very foodie sexual.
I like have to have an emotional relationship. So maybe if I had like a good long
What
talk with the steak bowl.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if you didn't have an emotional connection with it before you eat it?
Anyway,
Will you
my
just
God.
tell me I'm pretty?
Katy, what do you got in the Get Wrecked world?
Let's get back to depression, shall we?
I really like when salads call you pretty. I mean,
Tell me I'm pretty.
Gross. Okay. So actually, this just dawned on me because I've been binge watching it because I love the show. Handmaidens Tale.
Yes.
I know everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's so dark. This could never happen."
so
First of all,
good.
it could absolutely happen.
Absolutely.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up from a Christian home, I know exactly what it is, and it's absolutely horrible.
The reason why I stopped watching.
It's a hard
my
show.
girls
If
stopped
you
watching,
haven't
too.
watched it, I recommend it. And if you're an actor, I recommend it. Only because as an actor, I am inspired by this recent season. The actress who plays June, and even the actress who plays Lucas, it's the season 5, episode 7, called Home. Hands down, the entire episode, every actor, their performance made me cry. It takes a lot to make me cry when it's a real person show. And also the season finale of season 4, the season finale where I'm gonna say it. Sorry, little tiny spoiler. When Luke, all the kids show up in Canada and June's not on there, and Luke breaks down. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Dude, the worst moment in that show was when they were doing like the child marriages and stuff. That
man, it gets worse.
It
Gets worse. I'm all
I've
cut
seen
up.
I'm
It gets so
I'm all
bad.
caught up except for the new season.
The new season is amazing. Like, good stuff does happen, and there's definitely
Finally.
a couple of shockers, but it's justice and a little bit of justification is kind of happening toward the end. So it does get better. Watch the story because it's a masterpiece of a show.
Highly agree. My girl won't watch it with me. She's like, this is too real, and I don't want to do this anymore.
That's because it could happen.
Yeah, as someone who dealt with, I'm not gonna like air my dirty laundry on fucking stream, but like
Why
I've been
not?
a victim of trauma, so watching this
What?
was like really bad.
Nani?
Not like similar stuff because like the government wasn't involved, but like I had some bad shit happen to me. So like after when she got stuck in that cabin. I think it was season 2 or 3, and like
she
she
was
decided to
giving
go
birth?
back. Yeah, after that one, I'm like, I can't watch this anymore. Like I've traumatized myself enough. I can't do this anymore.
Here's the thing: it's a really interesting.
It's
'cause I know-
beautiful. I agree. If you
the
can
shots
stomach
are
it,
beautiful.
it's
The-
amazing.
Like
I
women,
can't do it.
I find that a lot of women can't watch the show because like this is simply
Yeah.
too real.
It's too fucking
and,
real.
and men who watch it, it's like I feel like half of us is like, oh, this is kind of what women go through every day, but and then there's like another group who just like,
That's not real. People don't do that.
yeah,
She
it can't-
asked for
it
it.
can't happen here.
No,
Yeah.
I think there's also another sect that's getting fucking ideas from that.
We also
with
have a
that.
Supreme Justice who is literally in the cult that it was based off of.
That is true.
Yup.
Just saying. Just saying.
Time to move to Canada.
We're gonna jump into our last segment, but before we do that, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
He looked at you like, are you fucking sure it's me?
Right there's out. Freeform right here. So, bidets. They've been coming in, pulling in from the Asian and European market. Bidets are beautiful. They wash your butt. They make you feel fresh. Everything's great. You know what's better
They
than
do,
a
though.
bidet? A
What?
diddle day. The diddle day is nice. It comes with a nice spray mechanism and 4 silicone fingers that diddle you a little bit right as it bediddles you. So, as you sit there and do your business, you also get a little business done to you. You get to feel good and feel relieved at the same time. Diddle day yourself. Bediddle day.
It
All
also
day.
opens your asshole enough just so it gets washed a little bit more clean.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie.
Those silicone fingers just give you a little, and then it cleans itself. Self-washing diddle day coming to you. Straight
Sir,
from the
here
butt
is a
factory.
blank check. Like on the real though, like as a person who has had a bidet, they are kind of amazing.
Imagine when you were getting bidet.
explains
if
so
there
much,
was just
Sam.
like a couple little fingers diddling your balls.
I'm
while
not.
you got
I'm
bediddled.
not gonna say I've done anal with water, but I've done
You're
it.
gonna make me cry, guys. I'm gonna start crying.
Had one. I still have one.
I've done anal with water. I'm just saying.
I don't know what you mean by that, but that's weird. Are you saying you stuck a hose up your butt, or that
No,
you
I'm
were
saying that the
you
bidet-
used water
I'm
as
saying-
lube?
He likes the spreading
I'm
feature.
saying that the bidet was so strong that it just kind of like shot.
Oh, that
upward.
happens. I've done good cliff
Feels
jumping.
great.
I've done cliff jumping and inserted like 6 pounds of water into my butthole because I didn't cross my legs. But I get it.
good.
Oh, see ya.
Mine's better.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Look at you two.
So this is hot.
Gross,
Let's move
but
on.
hot. Shut up, unicorn.
Oh no. What have I done?
Welcome to our NPR podcast.
Anyway, yeah, get bediddled.
we're gonna
Get bediddled.
jump into the last segment of the day, which is the hills we die on.
I'd like to go first, just based off of that unicorn comment.
That's all you.
May or may not be true. As a fluid, bisexual, pansexual, whatever the fuck, I like people. Okay, I'm a people person. Anyway, so
This gives that
as
word a whole new meaning.
I'm a people person. Anyway, so as somebody who just like, if I find you hot, I find you hot, no matter what the fuck. I don't care what's between your legs, honey. But like, literally, when I was on dating apps, when I decided to put it on there, the amount of like, not that I don't think couples are like cool when I want it, but the amount of unsolicited like, you want to be our unicorn?
We like your vibe.
You want to be my unicorn? I'm like, you know,
My wife thinks you're super hot.
yeah,
I do too.
and also the wife is smoking. This is not the case between these two, but the wife is smoking and the dude's a fucking thumb. He's not a thumb, but like everyone else.
No, he's a hero.
Yes.
But I say we're really getting into this
Anyway,
unicorn thing.
so like literally the amount of like, I'm like, okay, maybe, cause like I only see pictures of the girl, and then like the dude is like fucking. I'm like, how?
Just
how?
a cave troll.
I'm
in the
gonna tell you.
corner.
How?
I'm gonna tell you why though, because women 9 times out of 10 will lead that conversation because
Yeah,
we're not allowed to. We're not allowed to lead that
Literally,
conversation.
I don't
as men.
want
We're
to
not.
be with a fucking like. Do you guys remember Sinbad?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Eris,
anime?
like no, like not.
Like-
well, yeah, he's
like-
hot.
like
But I'm
the-
talking about the DreamWorks movie.
Oh, okay.
Sinbad.
Yes.
Sinbad.
So
Yes.
I'm talking about like Eris. I'm talking about like a gorgeous lady, like a DreamWorks lady, like
El-
someone like
like
a
El,
hot as
like
fuck.
El Dorado.
Yes, like I'm talking about if a Chell was with a Checkle Khan. Like I'm talking about if a Chell was with a fucking Popeye. Like ugly as fuck, but she's like a fucking like 13 out of 10 and he's like a 2. I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with
It
you?
happens a lot.
Dump him and just be with the fuck. And like, you know, usually when I
Be
would
with
do
me.
Yeah, just
fuck
like-
your husband. I can do it better.
exactly.
I can watch.
But literally, I was
my
usually
God.
like using those apps. I'm like, okay, I want either like a dude or I want a girl. And sometimes maybe like both, but then the both was usually the uneven balances of attractiveness. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm a lesbian now. Fuck it, like I don't give a shit.
Yeah. There's a lot of bad dudes.
Well, like I said,
make a song out of that.
guys. Okay, if
Fucking
you're looking to do like a throuple thing or even a unicorn, guys cannot. We just can't lead the conversation. We can't. We can't do
You're
it.
saying that out of your.
You're setting
own
yourself
experience.
up for
You're saying
failure.
that out of your experience because there's also a lot of like. This is
Loki
gonna get a little- this is
Lawson
gonna
would
get a little
never.
dark, but there's also like a lot of like kind of abusive ways this is taken advantage of, where a lot of like really misogynistic, fucked up, awful guys will find like sounds mean,
A
but, like
pushover.
a weaker woman, and they will abuse them by saying like, no, we have to do this.
Yes.
Working at bars for my whole life, I've seen it so many times where dudes will like prowl on women and be like, and like their girl's clearly uncomfortable, but they will like say, no, we are bringing this girl home. Also, men are monsters. Like I agree. Rule number 1: don't trust men.
This is
I'm
where
a
we
man, I
take
have a
our
dick, don't trust
baseball
them.
bats and we break some fucking knees.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not a bad Harley Quinn.
100%.
That was great.
Yeah, that was really good.
You nailed it. Good job.
Want to be the Harley?
Oh my god.
To our
Anyway,
Kite Man and Poison Ivy.
So we got Batman, Poison Ivy, and
we gotta slow this down.
so that's gonna be in our OnlyFans content.
Katie has an OnlyFans.
I may-
Don't say that
I
shit.
may
Yeah, I'm
already
drinking this.
have
You
that
guys stop
content.
talking about this.
We're just missing a Kite Man in my content.
It's like we're
Anyway.
we are one Harley Quinn and one Dr. Manhattan away from a fun time. Anyways, yes, like people can be gross on the internet.
What's next?
I'll go ahead. This one's not nearly as interesting, probably, but I really hate when people will put like if you're texting somebody and it says read and they just don't answer back.
Oh, I have so many of those people in my life.
Why do people keep that shit
I
on? That's
don't know.
the meanest fucking thing.
Let's
It's like
go
I
red.
know you like it's, A, I know you read it. B, it takes 5 seconds to just it's just a KK or something. Something that says you read the thing.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Why did Apple do that? Why did Apple do that mean feature? It's a mean feature.
is.
It's a joke.
so
The left
mean.
unread is because
I
they're-
turned it
what
off
the
because I
fuck
don't
are
want
they doing?
people knowing that I read their text messages.
exactly.
Because
Yeah.
I'm shady like
I
that.
want to look at your
See,
text and I
girl?
want to ignore you.
Because
I'm
then
a modern day person. I don't want to talk
It's
to you.
5 in the
on the
morning. I don't have
reverse
time to talk
end,
to you,
the
Karen.
reverse end.
this
When
way-
you're busy and then you read somebody's
Yeah.
message and they're like, why didn't you answer me?
Apple's
And you're
just
like,
not-
I'm
I don't know. I
fucking
was scrubbing
busy.
a toilet.
Wow. You know, it's funny because I'm like in the complete opposite direction. We're like, why didn't you text me back? You could have taken 5 seconds.
Fuck you. No one wants to talk to anybody.
Nobody wants to talk.
We don't like to talk to
Okay,
people.
tell you what, there's a double-ended side to this
I just think
hill.
Apple's a fucking narc.
Like, on
and you
one-
know what I hate more than almost anything? Narcs.
Nice.
This one's gonna be my wife, and I told her one of the first things I said to her is I was like, we have kids. I'm gonna legitimately tell them if they fucking snitch, I'm gonna beat the shit out of them.
Well, no.
We don't raise narcs.
It's a double-sided thing. On
Wee
one hand,
woo,
why
wee
did you
woo,
answer me?
CPD.
On the other side, it's why do I have to fucking answer you? It's a two-pronged hill to die on, I think, where both people are just kind of in the wrong in such a way.
Apple's in the wrong. Why did they make that feature? The feature's mean. The
Everyone
feature's
loses
mean
with
and it's
Apple.
narky.
Clearly, Steve
That-
Jobs'
that's-
master plan was to be a
I'm
little
I'm
bitch.
an Android guy for that, for that sole reason. But fight.
Fight me.
Anyway, that's my hill to die.
I'm
I
on
really
your hill.
should-
I think maybe you kind of went both ways. I don't really know.
I mean, who doesn't go both ways on this podcast?
That's true.
Zach?
But Apple is a piece of shit.
I don't know Zach's life.
No.
I do, I think.
Yeah. I generally steer clear of dogs, but I mean, who knows?
I mean, hey, a little weed could go a long way.
I'm gonna say no to all dongs. I
Oh,
just
no.
haven't found one yet. That's right for me.
I was just telling Shannon off the radio, like, you know, being heteroflexible is it's a thing for me for sure. And like my girl was asking, so what does that take for you to, like, you know, be with a dude? And I said, you know, if I'm high enough, like, drunk is one thing nothing happens but when I'm high, like, I'll look at dudes and be like, I see you.
That'd probably feel
like,
good.
I see.
I see you. No,
When
it
it
is.
comes down to it, like, get rid of the social norms. It's like, hey man, does it feel good? Let's do it.
Dude,
Let's
look,
do it.
at the end of the day, everyone is gay. Everyone's a lesbian, including you. You know who I'm talking about. You.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's on the it's a scale. It's a scale out of 6. Like, everyone's a little gay. Like, some people are 1s, some people are 6s, some people are 3s.
Well, yeah, there's some people who's a little gay, and there's people who's a lot of gay. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
sexuality's silly. It's a weird thing.
I go
Things
up a
feel good.
decibel every year I'm on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found out freshman year of college. No, I found out kindergarten, but my ass got beat so red.
Kindergarten?
I
didn't
kissed
even think I knew I had it big in kindergarten. I was just, like, banging
best
my head against
No.
walls.
I thought girls were fucking pretty. I kissed my best friend because I thought she was pretty, and my ass was red for 3 days after it because my mom saw it. So then I was like, no, I am the straight, so like
Yes.
only peen.
and then college came.
No, I always thought girls were pretty. I was checking out their asses at school, but I'm like, no, everyone checks out everyone's ass. That's like a
girls are
normal
pretty.
thing, right?
Like, girl butt is
Then I kissed a
universally
girl and it was like,
great.
oh shit, I'm
Yes, it
bi.
is.
Pan, whatever. the
Girl
fuck.
butt, good.
Girl butt's great.
Girl boob too.
So who's next?
I'll go.
Hawkeye.
I volunteers tribute. All right, so the hill I die on is gingercide is a real fucking thing. And what I mean by gingercide is the industry that I work in, the film industry and the TV and blah, blah, blah.
The one and only.
The one and only. Gingers are painted in such a negative light. In the last 3 weeks, I've been paying attention to movies a little bit closer, and being an actor, movies are ruined for me. Like, I see continuity errors all over the place. I see weird pockets of sound. It's ruined it for me. But I still watch it, and I look for redheads specifically. They're either 1 or 2 in the background, and that's usually me, or it's the bitchy lawyer, the best friend who won't sleep with you,
or the sex pot, like,
or like the piece of meat, like this. Yeah, and I'm
Hoes. Redheads are
redheads
usually
and
the
hoes.
Wedding
I
crashers.
have
Wedding crashers
played.
is what I'm thinking.
I have played more prostitutes on television than just a high school girl. Because redheads are painted in such a bad, not necessarily bad, but like just in
Not
such a
a great-
specific
yeah.
light that like I'm trying to break into the industry, and I've been told by multiple people I'm either not going to make it because I have red hair, or, oh, I'm sorry, everyone in, like, one day I was on set and everybody got to audition for a line except for me, and he literally whipped me as, ooh, except you because you're a redhead.
Yeah, no, that's actually a totally thing. My girl, she was brunette at the time, and they're just like, brunettes they're not marketable. You need to go blonde. And she went blonde for a while, and she did get those roles. And the thing is, like, if you're a casting director or an agent who abides by that, fuck you.
Literally.
There are talented redheads, and
No
just,
one will fuck
like,
you.
your color of your hair does not define what your talent is, and it's annoying as fuck.
And when people are talking about like diversifying television, like diversify with some redheads in there. Like everyone in my house, 3 out of 4 of us have red hair. So like it makes no sense that there's only one redhead at a time, or they're all one type of redhead. I'm normal,
I actually have some.
but you got a red beard. You have red hair.
I have some insider stuff on this. I was working on a thing with actually Kyle, but we had this producer. He's a piece of shit. He's an absolute garbage.
Okay, we're cutting it out.
Yeah. So anyway, this guy, we were doing this thing called dorms, and it was casted all white, and I was the only person like, hey, you know what? This is college. There's 1,000 million people in college, not just white people. And the thing is, if you have a diverse cast, you actually increase your box office by 25%. And he says, I don't really care about the diversity because I want a very particular story told. And this was a producer. This wasn't like a director or a writer. He was just, I don't care about this diversity item. And it was so weird to hear. And this wasn't even like a long. This was in 2014, 2013.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and so it bothered me a lot because I'm like, I went to LMU. It's a white, privileged USA place,
it's
but
very,
even then,
very white.
like if you go to Santa Monica Community College, it's everywhere, everyone.
Yeah.
If you go to Irvine College, it's everywhere, everyone. And it bothered me a bunch. And I realized, and this guy's not even in Hollywood, like in Hollywood per se, but I imagine there's a lot of people with that kind of thought process in mind.
Yeah.
People suck.
I just want to work.
People in
And
power
it's
suck.
so frustrating when someone tells you you can't have your dream because of your red hair. And it's like, are you kidding me? Emma Stone, who actually is not a redhead, she is a blonde, but she dyed her hair red and she made it. And she literally is the highest paid actress of 2019, 2020, and almost 21 already.
I love her so much. I told my girl, like, if like we have a celebrity list, she's like the female George Clooney for me. She's on the top of
I
the
feel
list.
that.
I feel like
She's
I'm
so
the only
funny.
person that doesn't really like Emma Stone. I'm more of a Julianne Moore fan.
What?
Those are different worlds. Like,
Yeah,
they're-
different worlds.
That's like different
No,
eras.
but like
These
if
are
I'm
20
years
talking
of
about
eras.
like famous like people known for like being the redhead.
Well, what about that chick from that '70s show? The chick who played Donna. I can't remember her name.
I actually
was.
never watched that. So
I like her better as a blonde.
She was in.
I like her.
Orange is the
I liked her
New
in
Black,
Orange is
too.
the New Black, where she had black hair. That was
see. I like Emma Stone's earlier stuff. I don't like her.
you fucking
recent
hipster.
stuff.
But no, my point is that ginger side is real. I would love casting directors to give redheads more of an opportunity, that not just the slut or the person who everyone argues with, preferably me. Hi, my name is Freckled Hobo. I'm an actress, and I would like to work.
Right now.
I mean, I know, because I'm scared that people will see me and go, redhead, turn it off. This is for you.
This is why we just need to make a bunch of money and just cast Freckled Hobo and everything.
Or
Yes.
me
That's
and
why I
Katy
made my
just
own
make our
show.
comment. We make our own content.
Yeah.
Make your own content if you want to be famous. That's being famous. That's what it's.
Pretty much.
Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. Did we miss anyone? I don't think we did.
Me.
Okay, one more time. Lightning round.
I'll go super fast. If you fucking walk around with a speaker on the street,
Oh, yeah, fuck those
blaring
people.
your fucking music, you can suck 1,000 demon dicks in hell. No one likes you.
know-
No one wants to listen to your shit.
I-
I'm talking. I have stuff to do. I have my own headphones in. I don't want to hear your fucking bumpers. Get out of here with your goddamn boombox. It's not cool. What is it,
doesn't-
1980?
You know what?
Get out of here,
It
John Cusack.
It doesn't bother me that much.
You know
Like,
what
fuck you.
bothers
I
me?
don't.
I don't
Those
like it when it's
people when
gross.
they go on hikes when you're supposed to be away from music and nature.
Yeah, leave
They
me
fucking have it in their
alone.
backpack, and I'm like, why the fuck are you playing
This just
Sia in Yosemite?
She goes in a general rule.
I hate you.
Mind your own
Fucking
business.
Dot com,
Mind
dot
the
com.
business that pays you.
I don't care about your music. I don't care about your life. I don't care about you. If I'm out in the world doing my thing, unless I fucking look at you and ask, I don't give a shit. Like, and because I'm a person and I'm enjoying my life. Don't force your life on me. Put your speaker away, you piece of shit. That's it. That was
I
my
just don't like
I-
abrasive
Here's the thing.
music.
I agree. I'm like halfway on the hill because if it's like a banger and I'm about it, like I'll come out, I'll dance.
Yeah,
next to
neat.
you,
It's a
you know?
cool sound. What about like people who ride around on motorcycles and they blare their music so fucking loud because they're like they have
Because
their
they can't
helmets
hear it,
on. So
yeah.
and it's just like you're sitting there like I used to work on Hollywood Boulevard. Sometimes I would be in my bar. I'd be working in the bar and I could hear some douchebag playing like Leonard Skinner on his fucking Harley on the
Disgusting.
street.
At midnight.
Isn't it?
Go suck 1,000 dicks, man. Nobody wants you. Get out of
Is-
here. That's
is-
my life. Stop
Is it Sweet
intruding
Home
on me.
Alabama?
Isn't it better than Yoda though?
It is way better than Yoda.
Then you're only like a quarter, like 3/4 on that.
Doesn't matter. But that's it. That's it. We can go. The
All
lightning
right.
round. I'm done.
Alright.
We're gonna roll this up. Zaggity Doodle, where can you find you in the world?
I live in a bridge.
In a bridge, not on a bridge, not under a bridge, in the bridge.
There's a tiny little hole that he slithers through. It goes
You
into the
can
bridge.
find me at riddles3.com. If you come and ask me them, I will lead you to my treasure. I have lots of secrets, and I know nothing.